Sunday the 7th, and we're finishing up the last probably 60 acres. We baled till about 2 a.m. last night, made about 100 bales, and now we got to go over here and finish up. Should be done today, thankfully. Our tractor beeping at me. Xander's already headed over to start raking. Check the baler, oil the grease the chains, lube the chains, whatever. And check oil, all that stuff. Clean out radiators. So now we're headed over to try to finish. A nice day, the clouds are out thankfully. We've had nothing but direct sunlight for the last 3 or 4 days. We're pretty hard on the equipment. 104 heat index. Not really any trouble with the equipment or tractors, it's just hard on it's hot. Hard on us too. But hole there. We're pretty much used to it down here in Oklahoma, but still doesn't make it like it any better. So I'm gonna head over here and follow Xander for a while and try to get the rest of this field bailed up. Try to get out of here by 2. Be done today. Alright, so it's been about another hour and a half. Kicked out a whole bunch of bales. Caught up to Xander. He's making me some bigger rows. Grass turned out to be not too bad over here. This was a thinnest area we had to cut. I'm afraid it wouldn't make very much. We're trying to keep it all at the same time schedule for cutting, so we didn't have like half here and half there cut. When we come back into this property, it would all be growing at the same length. But we're trying to get the rest of this baled up. We probably only have like 2-3 acres left. These gulls, man, I don't know what those things are. Those things are vicious. They eat a full mouse, one gulp. It's nuts. I think that's the same ones that are at the dump site. It's like, at your local dump. But they're vicious little things. They are not afraid of a tractor. I don't know if you can see that one there or not. Look right there. Anyway, we got like 60 acres left across the highway. And then we'll be officially done here. We're hoping to be done by 2. It's supposed to be hot again today. We started early, as early as we could, about 8:30, 9 o'clock. We stayed up till 2 baling hay, so finally the moisture set in about 2. And so that's as late as we can stay up. So we looked at a hotel. We're about 45 miles from our house. And got up early as we could this morning. Came out here to try to get out here while the heat was down. Thankfully, it's really fairly cloudy today and very windy, 15 to 20 mile an hour winds, which is making it much cooler. The last 4 days have just been brutal. They've just been brutal. Yesterday and the day before, probably the hottest 2 days. It was rough. We had to get out and work on that roller that one night. The baler went down, the roller quit, the bearing went out. It was rough. So anyway, we're trying to finish up. I think Xander's got probably 5 or 6 rows left to make over here, and then we'll move on to the next field. I'd like to know what those little birds are. They're mean little things. I don't know if you guys can see those. Pointy beak. They're terrifying little things. They're not afraid of you. When I got out, they are not. But one of them picked up a baby mouse like that big, shook it around, threw it up and swallowed it. Still saw the thing moving going down his throat. Yeah, it was weird. Alright, we'll be back. Now it's about 4 o'clock. We're just about finished. Got that little 15 acres or so to do. Got about 5 acres over here to finish, maybe 8. Down to about 20 acres. I got this little 1 or 2 acres here on my left to knock out. Very, very dusty today. I'll have to keep the radiators cleaned out. Other than that, everything's going fine. We are farming, doing a lot of hay. It's going pretty well. We had to change our direction of angle. We're north to south. The wind's coming out of the south very heavily, so that it was blowing all the dust to the front of the tractor and creating like a tunneling effect, and lining over my grill. The tractor running warm. So Xander changed directions and started going northeast to southeast, southeast to northeast, southwest to northeast. So that the wind blows. You see it probably going by out there away from us. Keep away from the front of the tractor. Hopefully we'll have this done here in the next hour or two. Done in Mustang for a couple months. At least a month. As long as we get some rain. It's very, very dusty. Xander's way down there raking. We're just about finished. We're excited. 4 days on this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 straight days on this one property. It's been tedious. We're trying to get it done. Get out of here. Anyway, just a quick update of what we're doing. See out there, we got some rows left. Andrew's trying to tighten everything up for me. There, right there. I've probably got 20 acres left. It's going pretty good. Then we'll move on to Seminole, I think. I haven't heard anybody from Edmond yet. I know my contacts to get with me. The wind has picked up quite a bit, so it's actually been pretty nice. The heat index was quite high. So it has been at least a nice reliever of all the heat. The fields look amazing. Some of this hay's a little trashy up there by the rows. It has some sticks and stuff in it. Continued cleanup effort. Those 5 or 6 bales I'll just give away or sell dirt cheap for goat hay or something. They're not really any good to us. Anybody we would sell it to. This hay here is really dry. Good hay, really dry hay. John Deere baler kicking butt. Making plenty of bales. There's a bale there. Got a net wrap. Changed my net wrap a little bit ago. I'm gonna wrap that again. My net wrap looks like a net wrap. We're using not John Deere this year or last year. We're still using the other brand, EcoBull. They're pretty good hay. Pretty good net wrap. I've had almost no issues, next to zero. I'd say less than 5% of any kind of issue. And that only issue would be is sometimes it doesn't cut right. I don't know. My knives are pretty sharp. On the back of my baler, I don't know. It's a little bit. Net wrap's a little different. John Deere wrap cuts clean. Don't know. But it's a great net wrap. I do that to differentiate mine from some other people. I do hay as well. I'll use the green John Deere wrap. It's just way more expensive. You do get more footage in the John Deere wrap. This stuff is pretty cost effective, and I don't mind trying stuff. I'm not real brand loyal when it comes to those kind of things. It's a good price, and I get enough feed out of it, and we still get the hay wrapped and it doesn't bust. I had hay from last year, stay wrapped just as tight as it was the day I wrapped it. So that was the only concern we had last year, was that it would stay wrapped, stay tight. But so far so good. I don't know where Equal was made. I have no idea. You can get it in your area from your dealer, but we're not sponsored by them or anything. We just use their net wrap. It's from our dealer, PK equipment here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. They sell it to us at a pretty reasonable price. We go through quite a few rolls every year. I need to get where I buy a pallet at a time, but I just haven't. I usually buy 5 or 6 rolls at a time. Keep one in the truck, one in the extra rack, and then one in the baler. It seems to always work out. I've never run out of their wrap. One time I forgot to bring the boat with me. That was more my fault than it was the machine or anything else. Other than that, hay looks pretty good. It's probably 40 acres, 50 acres right here. Not too bad. Got it just about cleaned up. I don't know if you can see how it looks. When I first started this property a year ago, it was rough. The landowners came in and the big rhino brush hogged it over the winter, beat down all the sticks and twigs and trash, and then all that stuff kind of rotted, decomposed in, but